hope everyone had a awesome Christmas season, um, and I hope you had a great New Year's. I want to wish you, Happy New Year. Um, have you written down your goals for this year? I have. I've written out a list of goals, um, and one's a financial goal, another is a family related goal, and third is an action goal. And it's funny. One thing that I think I've done personally wrong all these years, for some reason, I have a very good memory. So I've always just kept in my mind what I wanted to do and kept a list in my mind. And I've been successful online for a decade, so obviously it's working. But one thing I don't do is actually write down a list of things. And occasionally things do get skipped over or they happen slower than I was planning, right? So literally it's just like, okay, I remember it, but then I remember it later and it gets done later than I would. So this is an action step goal I've made. I downloaded to my phone, I'm using to record this video, by the way, a to-do list app. And on the 1st of January, I started writing down a list of weekly activities I do every week, and then some stuff I want to do in the next couple of weeks, right? Or week or so, right? And I've been going in and double checking that list every day. Now, obviously, it's the fourth here in Japan or third here for people in North America watching this. So it's obviously a new habit I got to keep at it. So yeah, one of my New Year's resolution is to keep an actual list, like not just in my mind, but somewhere, not paper list, but digital list on my phone, and refer that list several times a day to make sure I'm taking the proper action steps. So those are the three things that I've done. I set a financial goal this year, a family goal this year, and a weird action step goal to make sure I keep that list up to date and going. And the reason why I did that is because doing that will help lead to the other goals being successful. I have been writing on the to-do list things I want to do with my family, right? So, okay, cool. All right, cheers. Now digging into that, let's talk about Valentine's Day. One question that I often get is, when should I start doing Valentine's Day ads? And I would say this week. Maybe not today, by the weekend. By the weekend, Valentine's Day starts. It's still a bit early, but still it starts, okay? By mid-November, sorry, not mid-January, excuse me, mid-January, I don't remember what's wrong with my mind. Mid-January, things will really start picking up, and then at the end of January, early February, it's insane. Valentine's Day can be insane. So don't get frustrated if you didn't have a big quarter 4. You can do even better. I have had Valentine's Day sales better than my Q4 sales in the past some years, right? And I've had students do better than that. Because here's the thing about Valentine's Day. Not only do we have Valentine's Day stuff, but we also have winter products, which I'm going to do a Facebook Live here over the next few days talking about winter products. In this video, I want to focus on targeting for Valentine's Day. Okay. All right. So what is the most natural thing that people do for targeting for Valentine's Day? Well, there's a targeting in most platforms, whether it be Facebook, Snapchat, other ads platforms. There's 2 common targets that exist: in a relationship and also married. Here's the thing though. There's a big problem with targeting that, right? That's the most natural thing you want to do, and you want to do that, right? But every single advertiser, the big box ones, and by the way, the big box ones are the worst. I tell you what, guys, I've been to some conferences and I've talked to big box companies, Facebook advertising experts. They don't know shit. They really don't. And there are exceptions, but in general, they don't know shit. Okay. So, but they've got a lot of money to spend. That's the only advantage they have over you. So they will go out, they will put their ad in front of in a relationship or married people, right? To buy either husband for wife or wife for husband, or boyfriend for girlfriend or girlfriend for boyfriend. And they're going to spend a lot of money on those targets. And then so is a lot of bad Facebook advertisers. They're going to spend a lot of money. So you're competing against the biggest spenders and then a lot of people who don't know what they're doing. And you're going after the most obvious target. I think you guys know where I'm getting at. Let me raise my chair up a little bit. A little uncomfortable. There we go. So that is obviously not the way to do that, because number one, you're basically fishing in the same pond as everyone else, and the most competitive pond. You're literally going to go fishing, say, hey, let's go find the most competitive marketplace to market, and let's fish there. That's exactly what you're doing, okay? And number two, you're missing out on a massive amount of people who are married or who do have boyfriends or girlfriends, and do not put that in the demographics on their profile. So the way that target's created is Facebook has this thing called demographics. You can put your age, you can put your birth date, you can put your single, married, that relationship status, right? And they base that demographic targeting solely on that period. Well, here's the thing. Those of you watching this video right now, I bet a lot of people are married. And I bet a lot of you don't put in your Facebook demographics that your relationship status, right? Well, there's a lot of people who do that. A lot of people, right? Whether they have a boyfriend or girlfriend or whether they're married, right? So there's another way to reach these people. Now, this is just one of the targeting tricks that we use, but it's really simple, actually. And this is the most simple one to use. I'm going to keep this one to you guys, and the rest of stuff is my private coaching students. But anyway, age groups. Okay, so what ages are people likely to have boyfriend or girlfriend? Say 23 to 30, maybe 32 to 33, maybe 35, up to 35, right? But I would say 23 to 33. Well, what age groups are people likely to be married? 35 and up. Now, of course, not every person 35 and up is married, but a vast majority of them are. 70, 80% of people are. So if you just if you have your gift idea that's going to be targeting men to buy for their wives, well, first of all, target people 35 and up. You've got a very good chance you're hitting the right people. But if you just go with open targeting, that can work, which means open targeting means no targeting, like literally no targeting. But I don't suggest that. Think about activities and things that people do together, right? Or just pick random targets for that matter. Just go put swimming, baseball, bowling, shopping, eating in restaurants. Pay men 35 and up. You all have a very, very good chance of hitting people who are married. And that's one of the targeting tricks that we use. And also, so what's even better about that is you're reaching people that other people are not targeting, and you're reaching a majority of people who are married who don't put on their profile they are married. In fact, I would say there's more people who are married who don't put in the demographics that they're married than people who are married and put that in their relationship status on Facebook. That's just the way it is. So go out and think different about your targeting. You can absolutely crush it for Valentine's Day. Message me about private coaching, or go to my Ecom Vantage course in Mastermind, and Ecom Vantage, VANTAG.com. You can sign up for $100 a month. 2.0 launch is coming soon. Some great bonuses coming there. And I actually want to read. Let me grab my iPad here. I put it on the floor here next to me. I want to read something to you guys. This is massive. I really want you to read this, okay? This is a person who, back in October, messaged me and asked me about my coaching. And their response was, oh, it's too much, too expensive. Okay? Got a message them recently. And this is what they said to me. Chris, what's your payment plan again for private coaching? So they asked me about my payment plan for private coaching. Q4 did not work out like I wanted, and I have decided with Valentine's Day coming to make your coaching program happen. I've been struggling with Ecom for over a year now and finally realized I need some personal help. Courses and YouTube can only help so much. Clearly, I'm missing something or many things. This is, every year I get people, I know that people like this because I get messages like this every year. At the end of Q4, I wish I signed up for your coaching. Okay. Now I know that my coaching is not cheap. I'm not going to lie to you, it's not cheap, but it's more value than what you pay for. So if you can't feel you can avoid my coaching, go to ecomvantage, VANTAG.com, sign up for $100 a month, get into my course in Mastermind. I do answer the questions in the group. So if you post questions in the Facebook group, you will get an answer. That is one thing. And number two, if you're interested in my private coaching, I highly recommend that you make the investment. You make the investment, right? It is worth it. I can say that with 100% confidence. Cheers. We'll see you next video. So messaging back for private coaching. Love you all.